Hey, hello, greetings and welcome everyone. Now, a little bit of a follow-up on the last video on Akasha work and how to speed up the process. Now, I briefly mentioned that each exercise is accompanied by various types of stillness, and this stillness is really what you're harvesting. You're really absorbing your mind into that and paying attention to that. Now, your mind has a tendency to vibrationally match anything you pay attention to. So when you put your mind on the quality of infinity, your mind becomes infinite. When your mind puts its awareness and attention onto the stillness underlying the observing, arising, falling away of thoughts, it recognizes the fabric of the mind substance upon which those thoughts are arising, recognizes the fabric of the thoughts themselves, and it indirectly starts aligning you to the fabric of the observer itself. So you're setting up all these preconditions for entering Akasha from the first exercise by paying attention to the accumulation of stillness. Now, as we previously mentioned, every exercise, the etheric blueprint, the Akashic blueprint of the mind substance that's being accumulated is different. That means the stillness qualities are different. So this understanding is super important because having the right spectrum of meditation objects generates a formula of different types of stillness. So by training the elements physically, astrally, mentally, and then paying attention to the stillness that arises underneath the element, it not only puts the element into stillness, into stillness, it equalizes your mind with the essence of the element. That means it gives you mastery over it in relation to how it fabricates your astral feelings, how it creates static in your mind, how it affects your body, and so forth. Now, your karma is what it is within your body. So a lot of these things are coming from your etheric body. Your karma is released from your etheric body via resonance, and getting an insight into this is really, really important because it allows you to buffer your karma or even dissolve it through light. So this process of paying attention to different types of stillness, it allows you to go to the depth point, and for lack of a better word, the depth point of any frequency. So you want to tune into the mastery of a particular exercise, you go to the stillness underneath the exercise. So you mentally transfer, since I have to master this, the essence of it inside of light is still. You go to that and then you invoke it through prayer to bring the exercise to the surface to be a master of that exercise. So what this is basically doing is giving you a fast track for mastering the rest of the initiation exercises once you've reached this point of Akasha and light. Because the essence of every exercise is contained within the etheric blueprint of Akasha, and then that non-dual light, which is the fabric of how it comes into form and creates. So we have an opportunity for very fast level development. Okay, so a bit of summary on this video. The way you pay attention to the rising stillness underneath each exercise not only gets you to critical mass and mastering the exercise quicker, but lays an immunity for a whole range of side effects. It lays an immunity for energies outside and beyond the exercise from affecting you, because you just recognize the stillness of a symptom and the symptom disappears. So the broader the spectrum of exercises you practice, especially the elements, give you this ability to generate immunity and inoculate yourself against all these side effects, against these energies, against negative beings, against your own karma, and harmonize and balance this all out. Now, I can't emphasize enough that the whole path is about this, what we're talking about. The whole spiritual path, any form of connection to divinity can only be attained through infinity, through stillness. So the way you gather it, the way you cultivate it, the way you develop an awareness of it, this is what really decides your growth rate, the speed of progress, the ease with which you're able to do different exercises. And when you're graphing your progress, you'll notice that when you pay more attention to stillness, the success rate in your graph, the curve starts going up. When you're more focused on power and manifestation and form, it starts to flatline. So you don't have that same extreme acceleration for your growth rate. So recognizing this gives a huge amount of value in indicating, I'll focus on these accompanying stillness qualities. Now, there's a type of law of rhythm inside of this, that when you recognize the stillness under the exercise, to see the form, the essence of the exercise from stillness, allows you to fine-tune and become better at it. If you can't see the actual fabric of it inside of stillness, there's a type of searching for something, like you're developing something, not accepting something. You can only take ownership and accept a particular skill from the emptiness. And let's say you did a past life as a monk and you had very high levels of concentration in that past incarnation, and you can sense it in your spirit, but you can't unlock it. It's because in order for it to be unlocked, you have to pay attention to the stillness underneath the pinnacles of success in that incarnation for it to come into form. There's a rhythm of manifestation. We call this a law of manifestation. That law of manifestation requires a few things to be activated. The first, it needs physical resonance, astral resonance, mental resonance, and Akashic resonance. The Akashic resonance is what we're talking about here, where your mind can vibrationally match the stillness underneath the mastery of what you did in the previous incarnation. Because you already did it, it's more like you invite it through deep prayer to come to the surface. Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record repeating myself, but it's important. Get good at that, and the knowledge of how all this functions just arises, gets easier and easier, and becomes a natural part of your psyche. All right, everyone, thank you for your time, and I will catch everybody on the next video. Any questions about this process, let me know, and I'll do the Q&A follow-up on this on the Vimeo channel. Thanks for your time.